Good to have you with us on this Tuesday edition of Ed Schultz News and Commentary. The conservative hecklers are out and about, people who have zero careers running judgment on my success, saying that I need the job at RT. Look, I just got tired of going to my airplane hangar. You know, I can only go to the hangar. I can only hunt and fish so much. I got a lot of tire left, and that's why I'm doing a news show on RT. You can get it on Dish or Direct, or you can get it on their website. My wife watched the show last night on the website, rt.com. So check it out, and it's worldwide, and I'm excited about it, and the conservatives can say what they want. And I think last night we proved that I'm not the voice of Vladimir Putin. There's damn good journalists at RT. It's amazing how many people are applying for jobs at RT because they know we're expanding while other news organizations are cutting back. That being said, I went home last night with a smile on my face. The first show I thought was very solid, and they will only get better. All right. Last night, I think we saw CNN prove to us that you don't need a moderator. And I don't know if the questions were a setup or whether there was spontaneity involved or what, or how they were selected. But the questions that came from the crowd were far better than anything I've seen in any debate so far this year on any of the networks. CNN did the country a favor last night by having a town hall and breaking it up, giving Bernie Sanders and then Martin O'Malley and then Hillary Clinton an opportunity, a platform to explain just who they are, where they stand on the issues, and where they want to take the country. And I don't know if anybody jumped in front of the pack or not. I thought all three of them spoke, to their strengths. Hillary Clinton, I thought, had her best night. And I thought that she did an excellent job on foreign policy. Bernie Sanders, rock solid on who he is and what he wants to do and what he believes. And Martin O'Malley is just too far behind to give any consideration at this point. The question is, when his people caucus, where are they going to go when they finally realize they're not going to win this thing? If they go to Clinton, then obviously Clinton is going to win. So I think that Sanders is going to have to peel off some of these people or have an overwhelming showing at the caucus events around Iowa next Monday night. But I tell you, CNN hit it out of the park with the way they did it. I thought Chris Cuomo did a very fine job, and the questions were solid. Now, let's get to who they are and what they said. Hillary Clinton can't have it both ways. She can't say that she voted for the war, and that's okay. I said, I'm sorry, it's okay. This was the biggest blunder in the history of the United States when it comes to military action, and we're still living with the aftermath and the turmoil of the Middle East with freedom on the march and democracy chasing without any social control going on in the Middle East and disrupting their culture. That's what I think. I think that we're still paying for the invasion of Iraq in a big, big way. So the distinctions that are being drawn from Bernie Sanders when he says he voted against the war is a judgment call. And so it is about judgment. And at the town hall last night, Senator Sanders did an excellent job, I thought, of drawing a distinction between the two candidates.
I voted against the war in Iraq. Hillary Clinton voted for the war in Iraq. I led the effort against Wall Street deregulation. See where Hillary Clinton was on this issue. On day one, I said the Keystone Pipeline is a dumb idea. Why did it take Hillary Clinton such a long time before she came into opposition?
I wish Bernie had explained why it's a dumb idea, because there's a number of things out there that he could have said. But I thought overall he did a heck of a job. Now, Hillary Clinton comes back in defense of her vote. Now, here's the key. She said on the platform last night that the most important thing that a commander-in-chief will do is make the decision of to go into war or not. So out of her own mouth, this is a huge decision when she voted for the war in Iraq and bought all the Bush propaganda that we had to go do freedom on the march and we were 45 minutes from a mushroom cloud, which all turned out to be false. Here's her answer.
First of all, I have a much longer history than one vote, which I've said was a mistake because of the way that was done and how the Bush administration handled it. But I think the American public has seen me exercising judgment in a lot of other ways. And in fact, when that hard primary campaign was over and I went to work for President Obama and he ended up asking me to be Secretary of State, it was because he trusted my judgment. And
now, you could make the case that the reason why Barack Obama asked Hillary Clinton to be Secretary of State because there was a deal cut, because Obama knew that he couldn't get Hillary supporters. They were so pissed off she didn't get the nomination that she had to be in the mix somewhere. Now, look, let's face it. They had a knockdown drag-out in 2008, and Obama was smart enough to know, I just can't leave Hillary on the side of the road like roadkill. I got to involve her. And there's a lot of people who could be Secretary of State. Now, I'm not ripping on Clinton. I'm just pointing out the obvious that Obama was trying to win and beat John McCain in 2008. He needed all hands on deck. Now, I think that Hillary Clinton did an excellent job as Secretary of State, and I thought she did an excellent job last night on the platform explaining some of the things she had to go through as Secretary of State. But that doesn't change the fact, and in a big judgment call on a military action, she voted for conflict. She voted for the invasion of Iraq. So there is a difference between the two candidates. She was asked this by a questionnaire in the crowd last night.
I've heard from quite a few people my age that they think you're dishonest.
I've been on the front lines of change and progress since I was your age. I have been fighting to give kids and women and the people who are left out and left behind a chance to make the most out of their own lives.
I think that's a great answer. She has been on the front line. Little condescending to that guy and his age, but the fact of the matter is Hillary's been in a lot of fights for a lot of years. Now, let's go to health care. We clearly have a difference. Bernie Sanders said last night he would raise taxes on those on Wall Street. And what he's talking about is that he would have a transactions tax on anything that's speculated on Wall Street. And that would pay for health care. He said this about his health care plan.
So it's demagogic to say, oh, you're paying more in taxes. Let's also talk about we are going to eliminate private health insurance premiums and payments, not only for individuals, but for businesses as well.
Oh, wow. I'm sitting at home saying, go, Bernie, go. I can tell you that Ed Schultz Broadcasting forks out about $3,000 a month when it comes to health insurance for the folks that I work with, okay? Now, if that's eliminated, I'd be certainly glad to be paying for that when it goes to universal health care, to see my taxes go up and also to see Wall Street get taxed. Look, this is going to be a knockdown drag-out. In a campaign event in Iowa yesterday, Hillary talks about how supporters are going to have to go back and forth. It's head and heart. Here it is.
They'll say, I'm undecided. I'm trying to make up my mind, and I can't decide. And sometimes I'm for you, and sometimes I'm for Senator Sanders, and then I'm for you. And I feel like a lot of the voters are like in the pinball machine. They're getting knocked around, going back and forth. But isn't our debate so much better than what the Republicans are serving up to the people of Iowa?
Yeah, but their debate's entertaining and yours isn't. I mean, does it get... I thought that was a good answer by Hillary, by the way.